Okay, let's see. We got quite a few. Let's just wait one more minute. All right, let's go ahead and get started, class. First of all, good morning, everybody. All right, hopefully everybody who's watching the class lecture today, check their grades on Canvas. Okay, and I'm hoping ready to take the exam. Okay, right? Anybody have any question about exam 2? Or did everybody take it already?
What was the question?
Did you take exam 2?
Oh, yes.
Did you check the grade on Canvas?
Yes.
Okay, good. Remember, every time we take an exam, you gotta check your grade. So we have one more exam left and a final. So the last exam before the final is gonna cover everything after sets and problems. So it's gonna cover everything that we haven't covered since exam 2. Okay. All right. So after this chapter, so this today and all week next week, we'll be working on exponential functions and logarithmic functions. And then all we have left is the statistics chapter, which is pretty long. And that will take care of the course. Okay? All right. So Monday, we learned how to evaluate exponential numbers. And also we learned how to graph exponential functions. Today, we're going to work on applications or word problems on exponential functions. Okay? So, for example, I'm going to show you work. Some of you were asking me about some questions about word problems on it. So let me just go ahead and give you examples. Okay? So let's say you have this word problem over here. And this is similar to your homework question here. The annual amount of crude oil production in a country. The good news for you, the word problem for exponentials are a lot easier than the word problem we worked before. So they're super easy, but you just need to know how to set them up, okay? In millions of barrels. So that means if the number is 5, that will be 5 millions, okay? Can be approximated by the function. F of t equals 837 times 1.083 to the power t. Where t equals 8 corresponds to the year 8. Part A, find the value, find the amount of production in the year 2025. Okay. All right. We want to be sure everybody understand the question. T, the number here of T is the amount of crude oil production, but what? In millions of barrels. So how did I get to this part here? Basically, what you do is you look for pattern. You put the year and you figure out the production amount, and the pattern comes out in this function right here. F of t equals 837 1.083 raised to the power t. Okay? All right. And those of you who want to know what this function means here, 1.083 means every year it's going up by 8.3%. Now, the important part is this one here. When t equals 8, that means you have 2008. What does that mean? It means when t equals 0, the year was 2000. T equals 1, 2001. T equals 2, 2002. T equals 8, that means 2008, right? So 2025, that means t is going to be 25. Do you agree? Yes?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do here is, everywhere I see t, I'm going to be replacing it with 25. So I'm going to have 1.083 to the power 25. So how am I going to do that on the calculator? So I'm going to go to my calculator here. You always do the exponent first. So I'm going to press 1.083 raised to the power 25 equals, then I multiply by 837. So you work backwards. And I got 6143 point, let's say, what do they want me to, let's say 0.80. What? This is going to be what? Millions of barrels. Millions of what? Barrels. Why? Because they told you here it's millions of barrels. And that would be the answer. Okay, so do you understand how I got the answer? Are we good? Everybody good, class?
Yes.
Okay, so here's part. So I'm going to make you do part B. I want you to find the amount of production, but for the year 2050. Why don't you guys try it? Okay, let's see if you get it right. I will use the same formula, but I need to replace t with what? 50. So I will do the exponent first. 1.083 raised to the power 50 times 837. And the answer is 45097.07 million. See if you guys can see. How we're doing with that answer, class? Everybody good? Yes?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Do you guys need time to copy it? You guys need time to copy it or no? Yeah, go ahead and copy it, and then I'm
Yes.
gonna. Okay, then I'll copy it, and then in a minute when you're done, I'll show you another word problem that's similar to your homework. Okay? And let me know when you guys finish copying, so I can show you another example. Can I erase the board now, class?
Yes.
Okay. So next one is, I'm not gonna write the whole word problem. I'm just gonna put down the highlights of it so that way we save us time, okay? All right. So I'm gonna show you how you work things smart in life with word problems, okay? Let's give you another one similar to your homework assignment. So let me go get it for you here. Photos. All right. So let's say I have this relationship, G of T equals 16.7 times 1.052 raised to the power T, where when T corresponds to 2010. That means 2000 is 0, 2001 is 1, and so forth. Okay? So this word problem is a little different. Okay? Okay, first of all, G of T is the energy produced. I'm just going to summarize the question. This is really important. This is a different problem, class. I want everybody to understand it. And T is the year. So, I am going to make this question a little bit different. First one, let's do the easy one here. Let's say I'm looking for the amount of energy produced in the year 2012. That means T is 12, because 2000 is 0. So I'm going to replace, so G of 12 is going to be what? 16.27. The second part is the hard part. This is pretty easy, guys, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do here is I go to my calculator. Here we go. First, I do the exponent, 1.052 raised to the power 12 equals times 16.27. And I got 29.89. Let's say if the energy is in the millions of gallons, that would be the answer. Now, I'm going to call this part A. Part B, listen carefully, class. Part B is difficult. Everybody pay attention. Get your calculator ready. Okay. What year is the energy production it's 29 millions of gallons. Sorry, 69 millions of gallons of barrels. So what are we doing here, class? We're finding the year, not the energy produced. We're finding T. That's going to be a challenge. Okay? So go ahead and copy this here, class, and I'll show you how you find T. So just copy this. And now I'm going to need lots of time because that's a very long problem here. Okay? So go ahead and copy this and this. Then I'm going to show you how we go about this one here. Okay? This is, okay, so you need to pay attention. When everybody's done, this is a little bit harder question than the first part class. So you guys need to pay attention how we get the answer, okay? Okay. So let me show you how you're gonna do this one. Here we're finding the number of years for 69 millions of gallons. So what would you do in this case? Okay. So what you do is you gotta do lots of work. So you gotta make a table first. We already know when the year is 2012, or T is 12, it's 29.89. I need 69 millions of gallons. So I have to pick T larger than 12. So I make a table. I put the T and the production here. So I have 12. So I use T13, 14, 15, 16. So let me replace T with 13. So I go to the calculator here, guys. This is important. Okay? So I'm going to replace T with 13. So I'll do 1.052 raised to the power 13 equals times 16.27. I got 31.44. It's not the 69 that I need. So I need to go higher. So I got to keep going. Now I'm going to do T is 14. So I'm going to go 1.052 raised to the power 14 times 16.27. I got 33.08. It's not the 69 that I'm looking for. So I got to keep going higher. I go to 15. 1.052 raised to the power 15 times 16.27. I get 34.80. Well, it looks like it's going to be a while to reach 69. So I'm going to do maybe like, I'm going to skip around. I'm going to do 20 and 21 because it looks like it's going to be a while to reach what? 69 million barrels. So let me do 20. So I'm going to do 1.052 raised to the power 20 times 16.27. I got 44.84. Well, let me do 22 now. 1.052 raised to the power 22 times 16.27. I got 49.62. So looks like I'm gonna go all the way to 26 now. Looks like I'm gonna be hard for me to reach 69. Let's do 26. 1.052 raised to the power 26 times 16.27. I got 60.78. So I'm almost done. So maybe when T is 20, let me see what happens when T is 27. 1.052 raised to the power 27 times 16.27. I got 64. So I'm going to do maybe what? 29. Okay. 16.20. Okay, sorry. 1.052 raised to the power 29 times 16.27. I got 71. That means 28 will be the answer. That's the closest. But you don't write down T equals 28. Remember, you're going to add 2000. So the answer is going to be the year 2020. So you see how long this problem is? Takes you a while. You have to have patience. Get it? Does everybody understand the procedure into approaching such problems? Are we good?
Yes.
All right. If you want to copy it, go ahead and copy it. And now I'm going to show you. We're going to start, just get you started on logarithmic functions. And that way you guys should be able to do the homework. And next week, we'll finish logarithmic functions. Okay? So go ahead and copy it here. Or you can just put down some notes how to approach this problem. Okay? All right. I'll wait for everybody.
Professor, I multiply T28. It give me 67.27. It's not 20. It's not 69.
But it's okay. That's the closest. Because if you go to the next one, it's going to be in the 70s. So that'll be the closest.
So in this situation, the answer would be like 28 or 29, Professor?
Well, depending if they tell you, for example, you say maybe 28 and a half years, maybe you write down. Okay? Depending on if the question wants you to be. Right? It's between 28 and 29, correct? Because 29, you go above. 28, you're a little bit short, right? So maybe it'll take you like, mid of the year 2028. But on your, I just made this problem up. On your homework assignment, you'll get something very, very close. Okay? I don't want to give you one that is very, too similar to your question. I just want to give you the idea. But when they do the problems for you, they give you something that you don't have to guess. Does that answer your question?
But like 69 is closer to 70 than like 67, isn't it?
Well, it's basically 2028. If you have to guess, if you really have to wait, basically you have to put 2029. But if the question tells you, if you have a choice where it says the middle of year 2028, then that would be the better answer. Because you're going to have more in the year 2029. Okay, but I made up this problem myself. But on your homework assignment, you're not going to be guessing.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. So go ahead and copy it, and then I'll introduce you now to logarithmic functions, and we'll go from there. Okay. You all still need the board, or shall I erase it? As I say, you don't have to copy everything. Just shut down the procedure. So if I'm looking for the number of years, I'll just find the productions for all the years and see which one matches the number that I have, right? That's all basically you gotta do. Does that make sense? Okay, can I erase the board now? We good? Okay. All right. Now we're done with everything regarding exponential function. You know how to graph it. You know how to find the value of the exponential function using the calculator, and you know how to do word problems. Okay. Now today, next week, we're gonna work on logarithm here. Yeah, I hope everybody has a calculator ready. Okay. Logarithms. Okay. The symbol of logarithm is log, and you see two numbers, A and B. The way you read this is log A base B. That's how you read it. So B is the subscript. Okay? What does it mean by log A base B? It means B should be raised to what power so I can get the value of A. For example, let's say I want to do log A base 2. What does that mean? 2 should be raised to what power to give me 8? And the answer is 3. Why? Because 2 to the power 3 gives me 8. Okay? So this is a good way to give you the definition. In a minute, I will give you more examples. But if I were you, I would copy this. This is really important. This is easier definition than Mass Engineering Lab's definition. Okay? So go ahead and copy this here, and I will show you a lot more examples in a minute, and I'll show you how to find the answer on the calculator as well. Okay, so let me just show you examples of finding logs. Okay, so let's say I'm going to show you a bunch of them, then I'm going to let you try some on your own. Let's say I ask you to evaluate log 32 base 2. So the way you read this is log 32 and the base is 2. Each log has base. So what does that mean? It means how many times would I multiply 2 by itself to get to 32? So if I use my fingers as I do, 2 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So the answer is 5. So I got to multiply 2 by itself 5 times to get to 32. Do you understand that example?
Yes.
Let's say I'm going to do log 49 base 7. What does that mean? How many times would I multiply 7 by itself to reach 49? 7 times 7. So the answer is 2. Okay? Let's say I want to do log 81 base 3. What does that mean? How many times would I multiply 3 by itself to reach 81? 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. So the answer is 4. So how we're doing so far? Are we good?
Mhm.
Are we good so far? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. I want to do log 128 base 2. So remember, I work with the base. So how many times would I multiply 2 by itself to reach 128? Here's my fingers. 2 times 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. And the answer is 7. And if I were you, I would check the word. So I get my calculator and I need to multiply 2 by itself, what? 7 times. Watch me. Watch me. 2 times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equal. I got 128. That's a good way to check it. Like, let's say I want to do log 256 base 2. So what does that mean? How many times would I multiply 2 by itself to reach 256? 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. The answer is 8. So how do you check it? You go to the calculator and you multiply 2 by itself 8 times and see if you got 256. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I got 256. So when I multiply 2 by itself 8 times, I got 256. Or I can say what? 2 to the power 8 is what? 256. So how we're doing, class?
Good.
So what if I want to find log 1 base 7? What does that mean? 7 multiply by itself how many times to give me 1? Or 7 to what power gives me 1? The answer is 0. Why? Because remember what I told you on Monday, any number raised to power 0 is 1. So log 1 base 7 is 0. Log 1 base 8 is 0. It doesn't matter what the base is. The answer for log 1 is 0. Why? Because any number raised to power 0 equals 1. Are we good so far? Yes?
Yes.
Now, I want to warn you. If you use the log on your calculator, you're going to get, your calculator only gives you log that has base 10 here, not 2. So if you go to your calculator, like go right now, press log 32, you get 5. Why? Because the calculator only gives you base 10. When you take business classes, science classes, 99% of the formulas have base 10, not base 2. So the most popular logs are, we call them common logs. The base is 10. So log, if the base is 10, you don't need to write the base, like log 1000. You're not going to tell me what you didn't put the base. Whenever you don't see the base means the base is 10. Why? Because base 10 is very common, it's very popular. And this is the one on your calculator when the base is 10, not the base 2 or 7 or 3. So what does log 1000 base 10 means? How many times will I multiply 10 by itself to reach 1000? So 10 times 10 is 100 times 10 is 1000. So the answer is 3. So now you can, why don't you guys go ahead and use a calculator and find me log 1000 now. If it's a base 3, it's okay. Find me log 1000 in your calculator. Did you get 3? Or can you see that key in your calculator?
shall we multiply 1,000 by 3?
No. It means that I'm going to multiply 10 by itself so many times to reach 1,000. So you go to the calculator, it says, how many times do I multiply 10 to get 1,000? So if you go to the calculator, for example, you got to go 10
How many times?
times 10, that's 100, times 10 is 1,000. So 10 has to be multiplied 3 times to get 1,000. That's why the answer is 3. Whenever you don't see the number here as a base, means the base is 10. So how many times, you just count how many times did you multiply 3 to get to 1,000? Like let's say you want to do log 1 million. You don't see a base. The base is 10, right? What does that mean? How many times would you multiply 10 by itself to reach 1 million? What do you think the answer is?
Six times?
What's the answer?
6?
Exactly, very good, 6. Because when you do 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, this is a million. So if I count how many times, the answer is 6. Okay? All right. Now, you might have a question here. It says, why does the calculator doesn't give me the answer if the base is not what? 10. I'm going to teach you a trick how to do that without using your head. How do you find log 32 base 10 since the calculator only gives you base 10? You want me to teach you a trick how to do this on your calculator since the base is different than 10? It's up to you. Do you want me to teach you that or no?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to do one for you and then you try the other one. Do you have your calculator ready? You have your calculator ready?
Yes.
Let's first do the first one. Log 32 base 2. On your calculator, do log 32 divided by log 2 and then hit the equal sign. And you should get 5. So you do log 32 divided by log 2 equals. If you didn't get 5, let me know.
So the only one I have is the log base 10. So I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I only have like the log base 10
No,
button
you
on
don't.
my
It's
calculator.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. So log base 10, you just do log, let's say log 1,000 base 10, just do log 1,000. Okay? But if the base is different, I'm teaching you a trick. So go to your calculator, it's okay. And although it's base 10, you still can use it. You just do log 32 divided by log 2. And then hit the equal sign. Did you get 5?
So 32 divided by 2, 16.
I got 16.
You're not understanding me well. I said yes. Log 32 divided by 2.
I don't.
Not 32 divided by 2.
Do you mean 2 raised to 5 and then get 32?
No. We don't know these numbers. We're going to find them. Okay?
Yeah, but when you say log 32 divided by 2, what do you mean exactly? 30.
You're not understanding me again. I didn't say log 32 divided by 2. I said log 32 divided by log 2. You do log twice.
But the thing is, like every time I click on that log button, it just shows up being like error. So
Okay. So that's what you do here. All right. If you get an error, means your calculator is a program, you do 32 log divided by 2 log, then equal. So put the number first. Let's see how it works. If you get 5, you're in business.
I got 0.7525 something.
Okay. All right. What kind of calculator do you have?
The one I have on the app. I don't know exact. I think it's like It's like that calculator app you have on like on your iPhone.
Okay, let's do your iPhone. Okay, all right. Just listen. Okay, listen to me careful. Let's do your iPhone.
Okay.
Okay, press 32 log on your iPhone
Log. Okay.
divided by 2 log, then equal.
I got
Did it work?
5. Yep.
Did it work?
Yes.
Write it down on your notes, please, so that way you can be able to do the homework. Say I press 32 log divided by 2 log equal. That's how I find the log, so I'll be able to do the homework. All right, let's work on everybody mastering this on their calculator. Who's not getting 5? Who's not getting 5?
I didn't get it.
Okay, what kind of calculator do you have?
It's a scientific one.
How do
Okay, let's do one at a time. Okay. Young man, why don't you do this for me? Why don't you press log 49? Does it open the parentheses for you? Does it open the parentheses for you?
Yes.
Okay, so close the parentheses now. Divided by log, sorry, did you do log 49?
Yes.
Close the parentheses after the 49.
Mhm.
Divided by log 7, then hit the equal sign. If you got 2 means you're all right now.
Okay, I'm good.
You got it?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, write it down. Write it down. Okay. All right, who else did not get 5 or 2 for these 2 numbers? Let me teach you guys here so everybody's in business.
I didn't get.
Okay, so do me a favor. Okay, I'm gonna take you step by step. Do you see log in your calculator key?
Yes, I do see.
So do me a favor, do log 32. See if it doesn't give you an answer or doesn't give you an error. Press log first, then 32. Does it give you an error or does it give you a number?
Log 32, and then I pressed equal. It gave me 1.5.
Good, good. I got you now. So press log. Okay, start from scratch. Press log. Does it open the parentheses for you already or no?
No, it just right.
Okay,
Right.
I got you. I know exactly what you're doing. So press log 32 equals divided by log 2 equals. Now do you get 5?
No, I got 0.7525.
Okay, don't continue. All right. So let's do it again here. Do log 32, close the parentheses.
To open the parentheses before 32, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Log, open the parentheses before 32 and close the parentheses after 32.
And then,
Okay, divided by, don't hit the equal sign. Don't
okay,
divided by log. No. Divided by log, open the parentheses 2, close the parentheses, then hit the equal sign.
I got now.
Okay, do me a favor, write it down, please. Write down exactly what you did, so when you do the homework, you remember how to do it. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, well, remember, class, every time I teach you how to use a calculator, you need to write down the procedure. See, it's very difficult when everybody has different calculator and I'm 30 miles away from every one of you here, okay? So it's hard for me to teach you how to use. If you were face-to-face lecture, I just go around and it takes me a minute to help everybody out. Here, since it's gonna be hard, you gotta write it down because I'm not there when you do your homework. Does that make sense? Now do me a favor, go ahead and practice these. Find me log 81 base 3, log 128 base 2, and log 2 base 2. Not using your calculator, so you practice. So that way you remember how to do it. So you need to find me the answer 3, 4, 5 from your calculator, everybody. And if any of you struggles, you let me know. Okay, go for it. Okay. Did anybody get 4 here when you use the calculator? Yes or no? Yes, or no?
I got.
Did everybody get 7 when you use the calculator here? Yes?
Yes.
Did everybody get 8 when you use the calculator and not by doing it by hand? Yes?
Yes.
All right. So that means you guys know how to do it by hand, and you know how to use it with the calculator. You know how to do word problems on exponential functions. You should be able to do all the homework assignment that says Elgatib week of April 5th assignment. Okay? All right.
Here, question. Why do you put base not on the top but on the bottom?
Because
For
that's
example,
that's because that's the definition. Definition is the base should be multiplied any time to get the top, not the other way around. Because the definition of it is the base should be multiplied how many times to get to the top, not the other way around.
so 32 should be on top, 2 should be on the bottom, right?
Exactly. So you do log 32 divided by log 2. Yeah. Because that's the definition. You cannot change the definition. Okay? Does that answer your question?
Yes.
All right, let's copy this class, and I will see you next Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Thank you.